Hello, dreamers. So I just want to thank all my subscribers. I thank all of you for watching, for liking, for commenting down below. If you have not already, please subscribe. I thank you all. So let's get into this message. So today's message is spell work. Now, I know a lot of people, they gear away from the even just the name spell work. They often think spell work is something that only a witch practice. It's demonic. It does not have a natural purpose in life, right? Which is all not true. All not true. And I'm going to tell you how today. I'm going to tell you how your family members is putting spell work on you. Your co-workers is putting spell work on you. How your significant other is putting spell work on you. I'm going to tell you how it's done. And they're not sitting in a dark room, lighting candles, drawing circles and stars and chanting and none of that. They're not doing none of that. Let's begin. So, first of all, we have to dig into what is a spell. What is a spell? So, from the Merriam-Webster's dictionary, which I love so much, right? A spell is a spoken word or form of words held to have magic power. So, any words that are coming out of your mouth or form of words, it holds magic power because it is a direct manifestation of your thoughts. What you're thinking, you usually think about it and then say it. Right? So that is a physical manifestation of something which holds power, right? And now if you attach that spoken word into another energy, which is another person, it sticks. But wait, let's keep going. A spell is a state of enchantment which brings you to the vibrations of others and vice versa. So enchantment is like telling someone some words, them believing it or feeling it to the point they are encapsulated with that. They're enchanted into that. And I'm going to explain that a little bit more, but I just want to give you guys the base level, the surface, the foundation of what a spell is. Okay. So you can truly understand it from a perspective, like, from the basic principles. Okay. Also, a spell is a strong, compelling influence or attraction. You can influence people. That's how you seduce people. Seducing a person is a spell. You can make people fall in love with you just by how you walk and how you talk and how you say things, right? You can bring a person to a different vibration. Just your tone of voice. Like, it changes from, aggressive and wanting to, well, not more so aggressive, but wanting to state your point to, please come sit with me. Let's talk. How are you today? So, wait. And that's what I'm going to get into. The feminine and masculine aspects of spell work, of your spoken word, right? And this is a course that I teach on Airbnb. If you guys want to go on Airbnb and get this information, you can do so today. I don't have any sessions booked because I'll be tired. But you can go read all the reviews. My reviews are impeccable. And I just truly appreciate all of my supporters. I do. But let's get back to the spell work. So a spell, it has a feminine aspect and a masculine aspect, right? Language is both feminine and masculine, right? Intention is both feminine and masculine, right? Rituals are also feminine, but also masculine. So, say for instance, what you say to a person has influence over that person. They say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. It's a complete lie. Because say for instance, just giving an example of kids at school bullying some other kid. Oh, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're fat, you're this. The kid that they're telling this to received that information, that spell, and now it's stuck on a loop. They only could think, I'm stupid, I'm fat, I'm this, I'm that, right? Believing this, right? A lot of kids commit suicide over spell work. So you have people that do spells intentionally and unintentionally. Like, I don't think kids are knowing that they're out here doing spell work, but they are. Bullying these kids, making them feel as if they're something that they're not, right? So what you say to a person holds power, because it's not like a bruise that can heal and then you forget about it years on. This is something that you're replaying in your head over and over and over again. You can't get it out of it till you're stuck in it. It's a spell, right? Just like a woman that you love that says all the right things, or a man that you love that says all the right things, that keeps you encapsulated in this love. They might be lying and all that. How do you think players get away with what they get away from? They tell the woman what they want to hear. It's a spell, you guys. It is a spell. People have people under their spells because of their spoken words. Some people got the gift of gab. It's some people just have this gift. It's called spell work. And it has nothing to do with sitting down saying, okay, I'm about to get this person to love me. Let me light this candle. Let me say this enchantment. Oh, you shall love me forever in my days. Oh, you will look at me like I am the sun rays. You know, they not just sitting up there coming up with these concepts and, doing spell work like a witch would, right? A witch does it more intentionally, right? But people out here just doing spell work unintentionally, but it's innate. It's in you. It's in all of you. That's why some people can manipulate others more than others, but everyone has that ability to do so. And remember, manipulation is not a bad thing if you're using it towards the good and you're helping people feel uplifted, motivated, and encouraged. People that do motivational speaking, they are manipulators. They make you believe in what they're saying. Spell work. Right? And it has the feminine and masculine aspects. So a state of enchantment, it brings you to the vibration of others. And this reminds me of those playgirls and those players and those women that seduce men and women, right? They're able to sit and tell you anything you want to hear, but they also do it in a very seductive tone. They do it in a very seductive tone. Like what you say and how you say it to people, it says a lot. That soft-spoken voice, it makes people believe that you're soft and, and heartfelt and compassionate. But you could be evil. I know a whole lot of people with those soft-spoken voices that you think are innocent that are not innocent. But they have a way of doing spell work, of manipulating others, right? To believe what they want them to believe. So spell work has a lot to do with not only what you say, but how you say it. So if you want somebody to stay away from you, that's why you see people that argue. The person that's screaming the loudest, they feel they have some form of power. Like, stay away from me, move, no, right? Back off. People like, dang, chill. They go the other way, You don't want out of her face, she's crazy, right? But that is a form of a spell to banish you, to get them out of their energy. They're repelling you, right? But if you want somebody to come in, you want to be more inviting. Hi. Right? You want to be more inviting. So it's not only important what you say, it's how you say it. Also, a spell is a strong, compelling influence. Like I was saying, you have motivational speakers that have you believe in some of the... How do you think cult leaders, think about a cult leader. How they have all these people believing in what they saying? And that's a hard topic because I know some people that have been in cults before. You know what I mean? And some people, you come across them, they got the gift of gab. They have you believe in stuff. They know exactly what you want to hear. Just by how you act, they able to read body language. A lot of people are really gifted out here. And we're going to get to that soon. Because you guys got to be aware of these people that's putting these spells on you. What they're saying to you. What you know, if you know what their intention is, you got to do something about it. And I'm going to tell you how, but let's keep going. So, you can be a strong, compelling influence to others, meaning You know, you can uplift others, encourage others with your words, but you also can put people down, make them feel less than or feel inferior with your words. Okay? So you got to watch not only how you say things to people, but what you are saying to people. And it also has an aspect of what you send out will come back. That's how powerful spells are. Because you sending that out, that person latch on to it. There's a connection. So that means you can't stop being in that energy. Because it is stuck with them. You know what I mean? So whatever they feeling gonna stick with you. But you guys gotta look at this stuff on a much deeper level. Everything. It has the deepest component. And that's why I want to break down what spell work is for you, so that you can see it's just how you're talking in your everyday life. That's why they say you speak things into existence. Like, duh, whatever you're talking, you're speaking into this world. Just me telling you this is enlightening the world a lot. Just me speaking this, it's powerful. This message is powerful because it's going to help you be able to manifest the things that you want in life, right? But also be able to help you identify those that are placing spell work on you, so that you can be 10 steps ahead of them, so it won't be affecting you in your day-to-day life, period. So, intention. Intention is a big one, boy. Some focused intention can get you pretty much anything you desire. Focused intention. That means you putting all your intention, all of yourself, your mind into a particular thing. Placing that intention for however long. It could be like 2 minutes. And if you guys count to 60 just twice right now, right? Count to 120. And it will take you, 2 minutes is a long time. Let's just be quiet for 1 entire minute. Starting now. That was 1 minute. 1 minute. Now imagine 1 minute of focused intention on a person, place, or thing, or manifestation, or things in which you want to manifest. It's power. It is power, you guys. Your focus, wherever your attention goes, things grow. Literally. You make things more than what it is by your intention on it, or your attention on it. It's all pretty. Intention, attention. It means you're focused in on. Right? Intention, attention. Okay? So, your intention is what one intends to bring about. It's you know. Wait. Let me give you a dictionary definition of it. The object for which prayer, mass, or a pious act is offered. So intention is the object for which prayer. When you pray, it gets so deep. Because you have to have this level of belief and this level of faith with intention. So you have to believe that what you're doing is true, right? So people that are telling you you're stupid, they're believing that it's true. Even though it may not be true, but they believe it. They believe it enough so that they get you to believe it. Right? So you have to have belief, but you also have to have faith that whatever this is true. You have faith in God that once I pass away, that there is something much more for me. right? That's faith, right? You have to have that with your intention. If you don't have belief and faith, you have nothing. That's why some people, people could tell them stuff and it just bounce right off of them. Like, please. They solid in their own belief in self, right? They solid in who they are. They are solid, right? And some people aren't. They're very vulnerable. And they're prone to accept what people say or feel about them. And also a spell could be how someone is treating you. The energy in which they're giving off. It's just, a spell is a transference of energy from one thing to another. To get that energy to do or manipulate or change in a way that is more feasible to that energy that's trying to do the changing. Okay, but it's also the object for which mass or a pious act is offered. And pious means like devoutly religious or marked by or showing reverence for a deity and devotion to divine worship. So it's like your intention, you got to kind of bow down to your beliefs in your faith. And I think that's why we kind of kneel in our prayers. We kneel to show reverence. We kneel to worship. We kneel to give in to the power of whatever this is. And that's how your intention is. Like, you kind of have to give up all these physical realities because they make you think that, spell work isn't real. It's not true. You know what I mean? So in that, you have this cognitive dissonance. You kind of believe it's real, but then you don't. And that's why your power is sometimes, on the shaky side. Sometimes you feel powerful and other times you don't. When you should always feel powerful, because you should always be trusting in your own beliefs, in your own, trusting in your own self, right? Trusting in God, having faith, right? So your intention is more than just thinking up some things. It's about also believing all these things in which you're thinking. Like, if you think you're going to get a promotion at work, you're going to have to believe that to the depths of it. Like, you got to have faith. And it can't be that old wobbly faith, because that wobbly faith will have you second guessing yourself. But that solidness and that faith and that belief will have you working towards those actions of becoming that leader. Think about it. You giving of yourself, right? So a spell work is not just somebody who is out here lighting candles and stuff, you guys. These are people in your everyday life. Maybe your parents didn't believe in you growing up. So now you have issues with your parents, but you're not doing you're not in the career that you wish to be in because your parents felt like you should be doing something else or you wouldn't be good at that. Whatever the case may be, whatever beliefs, whatever spell they have placed on you to believe whatever it is that they want you to believe so that you can live the life that they want you to live. And spell work has a lot to do with control, because that's all someone who's on the negative vibration. That's the energy that controlling is a negative. It's on a lower frequency, right? It's on a lower vibration, because we understand as higher level beings that we really don't have any control. We're able to relinquish control, which allows us to be more in control. It's a paradox, you guys. It's a paradox. But being able to be vulnerable to change and open to change and understand we can't control anything, but everything is in divine order, it gives you that power, right? But for the lower level energies, their power is trying to control everything. They are controllers. That's why they call narcissists controllers, because they're trying to control everything, every step. They want you to believe what they want you to believe. If you don't believe this, they're going to cut you off. If you don't want to do this, they're going to try and... It's just a lot of manipulation tactics, spell work. Because remember, spell work is a practice, right? People practice controlling people, doing different things to control the situation. Telling this person this, telling this person that, doing this, doing that, wanting to change the perception of who you are. But they can't. if you continue to stand in your authenticity, because you're going to always be the same way to these people. They're like, I don't know what you talking about. You tripping, right? But if you start to believe the stuff in which they're putting in you, you start acting different because it's different to everybody. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. It's deep. So, spell work is not just someone just in the dark, lighting candles, you know, doing spell work, right? These are normal, everyday people that are lower vibrational energies that are placing these negative spells on you. So listen, you can have spell work done on you by your family, your friends having you believe that, I don't think he won because they like him. What else is spell work? There's so many forms of spell work. Anything could be spell work. Okay, for instance, you have a woman or a man in a domestic violence situation. And this woman or man that's abusing them is saying, you will not be nothing without me. I made you. Don't nobody want you. Look at you. Right? Whatever they telling them. And I'm sorry if this triggering somebody. But they telling you this or telling this person this and they're believing it. So now they're sitting here going through this abuse for 10, 15, 20 years. Believing what this person has said. In a spell. In a fucking spell. Excuse my language. But in a spell, you guys. In a spell. Spell work is not clean cut and people doing rituals and stuff like that. Nope. It's people doing spell work on the day-to-day. People lying to you. Lying is a form of spell work because they're lying. They're saying things to you that are not true to make you believe something different. You have to believe in order for there to be a spell. You have to believe because there's a lot of spell work that don't work out here. And then people don't talk about that. A lot of people placing spells on people and it ain't working. Because some people may bend a little, you know what I mean? But then they overcome it and realize, like, hell no, I'm not about to listen to you. Look at you, right? You got some people that it just bounce right off of them like, what? You ain't even on the energy frequency to even know that it was a spell done. You got people at that level. I don't even know a spell was done. People run around trying to do things. I'm gonna make her this and that because they hating and it don't work. Because they're not even in that energy frequency. So that's why it's funny because I was just talking to my daughter about this before I did this. And she was telling me that the environment that you are in can be a spell. You can be in an environment and spell. So say for instance, addicts. Think about addicts in a drug house. Drug addicts in a drug house. That is a freaking spell. Just imagine all the stuff that's coming in and out and it's just a cycle. And they could have been in there for a month or two. Just straight. Just doing the same routine. Just straight. So, spell work. You guys, understand this. That in order to prevent this spell work from happening, right? This is the good part. We're going to talk about what prevents the spell work from happening. Your belief. Your belief in the spell work. Because when you start to understand these people, these lower level energies, you know that what they're saying and what they're doing, you probably already up on game about it. You probably already are aware of what they're doing, right? So being 10 steps ahead of them, knowing people are gossiping about you, but figuring out the reason why. Instead of them imposing the why on you. Like, yeah, the reason why we're talking about it is because you be doing this or you be acting funny or whatever they trying to impose. Because a lot of things are self-imposed. Like, when people gossip and try to make you feel ostracized, they make you feel as if you've done something wrong. And then you can start to feel ostracized to the point you isolate yourself, right? And in that isolation, you feeling like you've done something wrong. That's part of the spell work. That's you giving into the spell work. But if they're trying to ostracize you, make you feel left out, and you like, girl, please, and you gonna still be who you are, be authentic, You are stepping outside of that spell work. You're not getting in that spell work. You're not falling into that trap. You guys, you have to be 10 steps ahead. People are very manipulative out there these days. Like, I don't think you understand. Me, when I go into a room, I feel, if that makes sense. I like how the light cut off because it's like a physical aspect to this and a spiritual aspect to this. So when I go into a room, I feel the energies of others. So they don't have to tell me how they feel about me, because I already feel it when I walk in the room. You feel it. You feel if people nervous. You feel if people sad. You feel if people scared. You feel if people angry. You can feel if people jealous. You feel all these different energies, right? Just next time you walk into a room, don't say nothing. Just feel. Just tap into the energy of everybody. And for me, it's hard because sometimes I don't want to feel. I'm not even going to lie to you. I will go in a room speaking before I even get in there. So I have to tap into these people's energies. Because I already be knowing and I don't be wanting to, I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like tapping into people's energy like that. I really, really, really don't. That's crazy. I do not like tapping into people's energy because sometimes people don't have the best of energies, and it's like it sit with you. When you do that connection, it's sometimes hard to disconnect, right? You can start, people energies attach onto you, you guys. I need to do a video on that, on attaching energies. I'm gonna write that down. Attaching energies. So you got to watch who you're around, why you're around them, whatever the case may be, right? Not watch why you're around them, but evaluate why you're around them, because you can be in an environment and that environment can be a spell, right? It can keep you encapsulated. And when I say environment, I mean involved with other people. See, it got another level to this. If you can't stop thinking about a person, that's a spell. You got to find out how to break it. And I'm going to do another video on how to break these spells, okay? But that's all I pretty much have for you guys today. It's been 34 minutes, and I'm like, ooh, that is a long video. So I'm just going to leave it here. If you guys like that content, just let me know. Leave it in the comment box below. If you have more questions on it, put it in the comment box below. That way I can answer these questions. I truly appreciate you all. If you have not already, please subscribe. Please subscribe, because you know if you do, you'd won. You'd won. And I thank you all for watching. And until next time, dreamers, dream.